I found out I was pregnant when I was 14, and I had left home already, and I was staying with my boyfriend at the time, and I was in grade 9.
I felt like a failure. Like I didn't know how to make sure that I finished my high school. And then I had Isaac, and it was even harder. And I just couldn't figure out what I was gonna do. And coming here, the year that I was here was one of the best years of my life. And I felt like it just made me, it made me feel like I could be the person that I wanted to be for him.
High school completion, in and of itself, is a true predictor of later achievements and outcomes for young people. All the research shows that a high school diploma will help support you in that next phase of your life, whether it's education or employment.
We have been able to work with 2 schools and 2 agencies, Louise Dean and Catholic Family Service in Calgary, and Braemar School and Terra Center in Edmonton. And together we've worked collaboratively with the government departments and the school boards. In the 2.5 years of our program, 800 young mums and pregnant teenagers were able to get the financial support they needed.
Here you just feel normal. Where at like a normal high school, you were so out of place because, you know, being a young mom. But here you just felt like it was an everyday thing.
The first day that I came in, we all met in the gym, and I remember walking in and being like, oh my gosh, everybody else has a baby here. Like I don't know, for some reason I thought I was gonna walk in and be so embarrassed and stuff that I was the only one with a child, and everybody had their kids. Everybody was crying, and everybody was like dealing with their own, you know, poopy diapers and stuff, and it was just, yeah, it was immediately, I felt like I fit in.
We know that when our young women become pregnant, we want them to stay in school, not drop out. But for financial reasons, they were dropping out because they were thinking ahead and had to pay the bills.
The Learner's Bursary has brought all of that together in one seamless, streamlined system that's easy to access, and it's delivered through a community agency that has the ability to provide that flexibility.
Without this bursary, our young women would not be able to come to school. And so they actually do better on the bursary than they would if they were working full-time. And that is so important to our young women.
So the bursary program, it offers you a chance to restart your life in a way. Because before I entered here, I had nothing. I had, you know, just kind of the clothes on my back and my son, and we were hopping from place to place. But once I got that stability of having an income, it was life-changing. I was able to get a place, you know, I was able to settle down with my son, and it just kind of changed everything.
The stability that Phase 1 provided is very important. It looked at each person as a unique individual. And the whole process was done knowing the whole story of the individual and knowing that each person's story is different and each person's story changes.
So the girls can develop a relationship with the person that they sat down to fill out the application form with. If they had issues regarding attendance or like personal circumstances, they can directly talk to the person who had control over their funding. It also gives them control over their own lives. Many now are able to, get their own apartment, you know, have money for a bus pass, money to provide for their children.
If it wasn't for the bursary, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't even be able to come to school, let alone have my own apartment and have my daughter in daycare.
The bursary program has helped me immensely. I have no idea where I would be right now without it. All I know is that I would not be in school because it's quite near impossible to raise a child and go to school if you're not able to make money.
The bursary program really created a space that you figured out that it was possible. It was possible to get your high school. It was possible to, you know, finish your schooling and support your family. And they gave you all those supports.
It gave me the chance to come back to school, to get my life back on track, and provide for my daughter as a single mother.
When a young woman makes the decision that she's going to walk through the doors, we have to be welcoming and we have to be responsive.
These girls come into the school not knowing about the supports, and yet they choose to come here. And then when they find out about the supports, it's phenomenal.
Everything about coming here made my life easier and made things feel like they were going to be okay and that I was going to succeed.
There's people to assist them with every nuance of their lives. And what's so important about them being here at the school is that they find it here at the school. They don't have to go searching to find those supports. They're here for them already. We see a lot of girls come through the doors whose familial history is one of not going through high school, or certainly not going to post-secondary. The sense of pride that they have for themselves, they can hardly wait to tell their children about their accomplishments.
When they are successful, when they graduate school and enter into the workforce or even a post-secondary, their children are able to see their moms being successful in education.
I'm just like, yes, I'm gonna finish, I'm gonna graduate, I'm gonna walk across that stage. I'm so excited for that. Like, it's an honor for me, actually, because then like my daughters will be 1 by the time, and she'll see that and she'll be proud. Oh my God, that's what I want, is my daughter to be proud of me.
Education's been really important to me, and that's something that I really value, and that's a value that I want to pass on to her. Like, I want her to go to high school, I want to even go to university. I want her to follow my footsteps a little bit.
Once I graduate, I'm planning on going to NAIT. I have been accepted to the University of Alberta
To get my apprenticeship or journeymanship. I went to KDM Dental College.
I'm studying art and cultural management.
Graduating, for me, I think it's going to be one of, if not the greatest achievement of my life. I mean, I have heard stories of past graduates, and they said the feeling that you get is unexplainable. I can't imagine how emotional I'll be when I'm graduating and walking across that stage.